Greetings of the season, everyone. I welcome you all to the third session of logic loops, and today we are going to see the insertion sort, which is again one of the sorting method. But here we are replacing the numbers instead of swapping the numbers. Okay, let's directly jump on the example. So here we are comparing the two numbers, right? So we will need two variables. So let's say I and j are the two variables, where I is pointing to index 1 and j is pointing to index 0. Okay, where j will always be less than I. Again, I am taking one more variable, which is key. Okay, which will always point to the number stored by I. Okay, so right now I is pointing to 2. So key will be storing the two element, right? Now, I will check that whether j is greater than or equal to 0 and whether whether the element indicated by the j is greater than the element of key. So now here in this case 4 is greater than 2, right? So what I will do, I will write in j plus 1 the element of j. Okay, right now I am writing over here j and I. You have to consider it as nums of j and nums of I. Okay, so right now j plus 1, which is 1, right? Because 0 plus 1 is 1. So here it will write replace the 2 by 4. Now it will decrement the j by 1. So j is minus 1, right? Now, as j is pointing to minus 1, it will again check the loop, right? Is j greater than equal to 0? No. Here only the condition turns false because j is less than 0. So now what it will do? It will write the element of the key in the position of j plus 1, right? Now j is currently minus 1, right? So now minus 1 plus 1 gives me 0, right? So it will write 2 over here. Okay, I hope you are getting the points. In the code it will be more clear to all of you. For now, just try to understand it is sorting the elements from the left hand side one by one. Okay, now it will increment the I by 1 again. Now I is pointing to second index, that is 3, and j will again go to I minus 1, which is 1 over here, right? So now j is pointing to 1. Now is 4 greater, now key is again storing the value of I, that is 3. Okay, so now is 4 greater than 3? Yes, 4 is greater than 3. So now what it will do? J plus 1 is storing the value of j. So 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 is storing the value of j, which is 4. J will decrement by 1. So now j is pointing to 0. Now as it's 0, again it will check the same thing. Now is 2 greater than 4? No, 2 is not greater than 4. So loop would get ended, and automatically, or by the commands we can say, it will write the j plus 1 as I, which is the key element. So now j is pointing to 0. So 0 plus 1 is 1, and here we are writing 3. Okay, so I hope you are understanding how these elements are getting sorted. Now by the second iteration, the two elements we have got, which is in a sorted manner. In the same way, if we perform the same things again and again, we will get a sorted array. Let's quickly see its code. So here we are having its code. In the insertion sort, we are taking one nums array. We are finding its length in n. We are iterating the I variable in this length starting from 1. Why 1? Because as I have told you, I would always start from 1 and j would start from I minus 1. So to avoid that condition of length not matching or invalid length, so to avoid that conditions, we are using the for loop from 1. So in this way, the key is always storing the nums of I, as I told you. J is always pointing to I minus 1. Again, we are here checking the j. If j is greater than or equal to 0 and the nums of j is greater than key, then only the values would be replaced and j would get decrement. Now in the last, after all the array is checked, it will replace, or we can say place the correct order, correct element in the right position, that is, it will place key in the j plus 1 and it will return the finally sorted array after this while and for loop gets ended. Okay, so its time complexity is 2n square. The reason is we are here using two for loops, and if the array is completely in unsorted manner, then they will always iterate from 0 to n. So in this case it's on square, and space complexity is O of 1 because we are not using any auxiliary space over here. We are just using the variables, and which is a nominal space requirement of any program. So that's why here the space complexity is O of 1 and time complexity is On square. So I hope the things are very much clear to all of you. Still, if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. With this, thank you so much for having your attention on this video. Thank you.